All right, guys, welcome back. Today, the next video here, for you guys new to transition, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to drop in. The most dreaded trick of transition, because of course it's hard to do really anything else unless you can drop in. So the way I usually teach people, if I have them here in person, is I tell them start with like bank ramps, these little slant ramps like this. If you can drop into that, like setting it up at the top and then just dropping in on it as you would a quarter pipe, the basis is pretty much the same weight distribution, because you got to lean forward into it, because if you lean back, what are you going to do? You're going to slip out. So we'll kind of start with the banks, and then we'll move to this smaller quarter pipe here. I always recommend kind of a smaller quarter pipe anyways to start with if you guys are starting out. Hopefully you guys have a park with, you know, like a 3-foot or a 4-foot quarter pipe, something that's not too terrible, because other than that, you get up into the 5 and 6 foot, you might get hurt. However, back in the day, that's all we had. So here's a few drop-ins and getting you guys coordinated with that trick. All right, first off, find a bank like this, nice and mellow. Have you take it up here, put it like you would on a quarter pipe. Have your back foot firm against the tail. Put your front foot over the bolts and stomp down hard and lean forward. Kind of a first person shot so you guys see. Right up here, nice and firm. Foot about here. Keep your front shoulder tucked in over you so that you can go down and lean forward in. Stomp down as hard as you can. Go. The concept is the same on a quarter pipe, especially if you're on something like a 3-foot. Like this one, it is super mellow. Honestly, you won't feel much of a difference. Once you get used to even dropping it on a 4-foot, you start to only kind of notice a difference. I'd say once you jump to that 6 foot, you're like, oh man, that was cool. Like you kind of feel like you fall into it at first just because you're not used to it. But other than that, you don't notice a difference in dropping in again until you hit about, I'd say about 9-10 foot, and then about 14 foot. And that's when you kind of really get that free fall. But at the same time, it's all the exact same. It's all mental, and that's why you feel it, because it's more or less that fear and adrenaline kicking. But after you do it, it's all the same. So I'll do one on the quarter pipe, and then I'll hit all the quarter pipes for you guys, put them on slow motion. Tallest one we've got here is 6 foot. It's kind of a baby, and that's just coming from me because I've skated 12 and 14 foot ramps. So but I'll do some and I'll put them in slow-mo, let you guys see them, and hopefully it helps you out. Have your foot against the tail, nice and firm. Front foot, stomp down, lean forward. So #1 rule when dropping in, do not hesitate. Hesitation will get you hurt 10 times worse than actually bailing. Just get up there, don't think about it, and just commit. Because once you do that, it's gonna flow. And of course, none's ever first try. So just give it some time, work with it, take steps. Focus on those banks first to help you out, to get that coordination, so you don't feel rushed into dropping it. But that's how you drop in with Jimmy McMillan from Coffin Skateboards and Vindicate Clothing. Please subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed.